a very important faculty development program. Thank you very much. Let me share my slides. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm very happy to participate in the faculty development program, 2-week refresher course in computer science, new generation technologies, under Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya and National Mission on Teachers and Teaching, Minister of Education, Government of India, organized by Ramanujam College, University of Delhi, in association with Open Technology Foundation and Frost. The theme which has been given to me to talk in today's program is on e-governance and digital transformation. So I would like to take as a case study with respect to 3 sectors: agriculture, health, and micro, small, and medium enterprises. I'm also very happy to note that the Open Technologies Foundation, has been involved in various innovative, project activities. They are involved in promoting transformation through technology. And they have identified that mission title as Transformation Through Technology. And they identified the technologies are IoT, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence and machine learning, cloud computing, edge computing, 5G, and Wi-Fi as of now. And they also identified transformation as a service using this, transformation through technology, TTT. They have identified both horizontals and verticals. In horizontal, they call it as digital transformation through technology, operational transformation through technology, and knowledge transformation through technology. Very important when you talk about through higher education, and this horizontal transformation through these 3 verticals or three categories are more important. And also same time, the verticals which they have identified are health, education, and finance transformation. But I have recommended also and asked them to include agricultural and industry, because India is an agrarian economy, and anything which we do, the society gets transformed if agriculture gets transformed and industry gets transformed. So these 2 sectors are very important, and maybe that my recommendation to Open Technology Foundation is to include these 2 sectors. They got 4 O's, that is open community, open technology, open process, and open governance. And also, in addition to these 4 O's, I also told them that include open innovation. In the era of digitalization, seizing opportunities in open innovation and value creation network is required for self-reliant economy. So open innovation is very important. Digital technology facilitates. Then 4 C's: communicate, collaborate, contribute, and commit, and be consistent. Very essential. Be passion, have passion, position, plan, promote, perform, and be persistent. I was very much happy about this, methods, their process. I thought that I should make a reference during my talk. My journey so far, during introduction, Mr. Vipin talked about my, profile. 1985 to 1990 is a very important, period. I was the principal systems analyst to former finance minister, Mr. VP Singh, and I was the project director, District Information System Program, district. It is a very important project for which has brought in information revolution in about 512 districts way back in since 1985 in the country. And this has brought in informatics revolution in district, and also to at that time it was to establish about 28 sectoral database development program for decision support. And 1990 to 2000, it is another very important era, is that I was instrumental in organizing a big conference, national conference on informatics for sustainable agricultural development, that is called ISDA 95. And I was motivated by the recommendations of the Rio 8 Summit 1992. And this ISDA 95 conference brought out the IT blueprint for the agricultural sector in India. Even before the eGovernance program was announced by Government of India, that was in 2005. And this ISDA 95 conference gave a blueprint for IT, for digitalization and digitization in the form of 15 informatics network, AgMarkNet, AgriSnet, FishNet, and so on and so forth. This is an IT blueprint. And 2000 to 2013, I was involved in operationalization. In government, any project to be operationalized, it has to be approved in the form of schemes by the concerned ministries, because National Informatics Center has to, operate these programs through the concerned ministries, that is Ministry of Agriculture. And in 2002, I was also instrumental in visualizing smart village program. Like in 2014, when Honorable Prime Minister, announced a smart city program, it was in 2002, I was instrumental in visualizing smart village program, and it was approved by as a planning commission. But I was not able to operationalize it because of some issues cropped up in the department. Then Agricultural Resources Information System project. India is an agrarian economy. Any digital transformation has to have a comprehensive digitalized agricultural resources information system. It was part of the National Natural Resources Management System Task Force of the Department of Space in association with the Planning Commission. And I was the member secretary of this task force, and it has submitted its report way back in 2000, 2002, but is still to be operationalized. E-governance in farming sector was announced in National E-Governance Program in 2008. National Animal Disease Reporting System is networking of about 7,032 locations in the country to monitor about 143 animal diseases way back in 2012. There are some of the very important projects which are more than e-governance aspects for total digital transformation. And I retired as a Director General in National Informatics Center after serving the government for about 35 years. And then I joined Shobhit Institute of Engineering and Technology, Digital University, Meerut, and wherein I have established 4 centers of excellence to promote technology in rural area in the agriculture and rural development sector. Center for Agricultural Informatics and eGovernance Research Studies, which is to train the BSc Agriculture Science graduates and non-agriculture science graduates to use IT in agriculture as a career option, preferred career option. Through MTech in Agricultural Informatics, BTech in Agricultural Informatics, and PG diplomas and diplomas. Means that computer science and using agriculture as a use case. Center for Agribusiness Management, Agribusiness and Disaster Management Studies. Center for Informatics Development Studies and Application to bring in a new, program design of informatics and e-governance through standards approach. Center for Industry 4.0 Technology Studies and Application is to understand Industry 4.0 technology, the 9 pillars of technologies for digital transfer, undertaking digital transformation of about something like 6.3 crore micro, small and medium enterprises of this country. And I was also involved in 2 volumes as a chairman of 2 subgroups, volume 11 and volume 12B of the Doubling Farmers' Income by 2022 Task Force of Government of India. Volume 12B talks about digital technology in agriculture, and during my lecture I will explain it appropriately. 7 mission mode projects for undertaking digitalization of agricultural sector in India. If this 7 mission mode project can facilitate farming as a service, it can facilitate minimum 2.25 lakhs agri-tech startups in the country. It means deepening of all the information technology in the agriculture sector for digital transformation. Okay. Just 1 minute. Okay. Why it got stuck up? Just a bit in. Let us see the ecosystem in the country to promote e-governance to the digital transformation. Digital India 2015, Make in India 2015, Skill India 2015, Startup India 2015, Stand Up India 2015, Atmanirbhar Bharat 2020, and Connectivity Mission, the Communication Mission 2022. You have Doubling Farmers' Income by 2022. And then there are 3 areas where we are looking into for a total digital transformation. Agriculture 4.0, Industry 4.0, Society 5.0. We look at agriculture, you got about something like 65% of our farming community are marginal scale farmers, having land less than 1%, 1 hectare. 18% of the farming community are small scale farmers who have got land between 1 to less than 2 hectares land, like small, medium, high scale farmers and medium scale farmers and large scale farmers. The rest is about 10% of the farmers who have land more than 4 hectares of land. So how to apply, how to undertake digitization, how to get into digital transformation. So you have to look into input systems. You have to have you have to look into how you can, get into production systems and output systems and non-farm rural development. So you have to have a, you can't train, you have to train the farming community to apply digital technologies. But at the same time, you have to bridge the development gaps in human resources for informatization of the farming sector. That is through MTech in agricultural informatics, BTech in agricultural informatics, PG diploma in agricultural informatics, diploma in agricultural informatics, and MBA in agribusiness management. I also would like to quote that's the National Digital Communication Policy, which came into existence in 2018. It talks about provisioning of broadband for all, creating 4 million additional jobs in digital communication sector, and it will enhance the contribution of digital communication sector to 8% of India's GDP, propelling India to top 50 nations in the ICT development index of ITU from 134 in 2017, enhancing India's contribution to global value chain, ensuring digital sovereignty. It also talks about BharatNet, GramNet, NagarNet, and also Gen Wi-Fi. The mission is connect India, propel India, enabling next generation technologies and services through investment, innovation, and IPR generation. To harness the power of emerging digital technologies, including 5G, artificial intelligence, IoT, and big data, to enable provision of future-ready products and services, and also to catalyze the fourth industrial revolution by promoting investment, innovation, and IPR. Secure India means ensuring sovereignty, safety, and security of digital communication. Let me come to the sector agriculture to give a sample of how digital transformation has to take place. That information theory of Claude Elwood Shannon in 1948, he talked about information theory, and in 1999, Mr. Kevin Ashton talked about Internet of Things. So from 1948 to 1999, the impacted information theory and Internet of Things have impacted digital technological application very decisively in various development fields. In agriculture, we have witnessed a green revolution since 1965, and today India is self-sufficient in food, availability, food security, and now we are looking into nutrition security, and we are in a position to export food grains to other countries. Now the new technology which is emerging is the green technology. This is GRIN, genomics, robotics, informatics, and nanotechnology. Paradigm facilitates the digitalization process in agricultural systems intensively. Therefore, demand for agricultural informatics professionals for this paradigm is echoing to bridge the gap of the increasing and evolving human resources for IT startups in farming sector. It is needed in this country. The future of agriculture technology includes IoT, big data analytics, smart farming, which has got potential impact on agricultural resources management and agriculture value system through farm extension delivery mechanism. Today, we are also looking into farm extension 4.0. The country, we have about something like Krishi Vigyan Kendra, that is a farm science center, at least one in every district. The country has got about something like 715 districts. And this comes under Indian Council of Agricultural Research, and every district has got also Agriculture Technology Mission Agency, Atma centers. So we have to, with the digital technology, we have to have a horizontal vertical expansion of farm extension. We call it as a farm extension 4.0 at village level, which will lead to the development of smart farming and smart village. Our country is an agrarian economy, and hence request to be digitalized agriculture economy. It means that not only the agriculture science graduate, but the computer science students who come out from IITs, NITs, 4,500 engineering colleges, and 18,000 non-engineering colleges, and Indian Institute of Information Technology, who understand, who are taught from the computer science, on the computer science, and the faculties of the computer science discipline, information technology discipline, they have a tremendous, responsibility to teach agriculture as a use case in their computer science discipline, which is not happening in the country. This is a sub 12 box which I mentioned, which has been included in the Doubling Farmers Income Committee report by 2022, the report which was submitted to the government in 2018. This 12 box can become the startups, because a farmer needs agroclimatic advisory and good agriculture practices. They need to be capacity building. We need a financial insurance inclusion, agriculture marketing and price forecast, non-farm rural activities, agro-service centers, farm planning, micro-level planning, agro-warehousing and cold storage, and input dealers, agrochemicals, fertilizers, seeds, farmers, irrigation extension, research extension, agriculture, horticulture, floriculture, sericulture, jute, apiculture extension, livestock extension, and fisheries extension. So this much is now, it was in the domain of agricultural science. Now it is also getting expanded to computer science and information technology, domain. Now, I have been voicing that we have about 14 crore operational holders who, for undertaking farming activities. It means that the country have to have a national farmers database, comprehensive farmers database, like we have an other systems for common public citizen. We need to have a national farmers database in the country, and to look into the complete decision support system to be developed for him. And then there needs to be a robust digital framework for data organization, seamless integration of agricultural information system by adopting open, data and open standards, and structured approach for decision-making process systems and IoT effective service delivery to the farmers in 22 constitutionally recognized Indian languages. Access to agri startups for strengthening value systems and possible spin-off, it is essential, because these databases, farm-wise database and farmer-wise database, is very essential. Without the data, you can't build up any decision support systems using artificial intelligence and big data analytics and so on and so forth. These are all the 7 mission mode projects the computer science students and the faculty members of the computer science discipline can look into it. Digitalized agriculture, digital technology and innovation in agriculture, Digital India, Skill India, Startup India programs for transformational reforms in agriculture sector to work in 3 verticals, like emerging technology innovations, which, that forum is talking about, technology through, transformation through technology, T3. And here we are also putting, transformation to 3 different sectors under agriculture: irrigated agriculture, rainfed agriculture, tribal agriculture. Digitalized agromet advisories and agricultural risk management solutions in every village at farm level, farmer level. Digitalized agricultural resources information system, micro level planning for achieving smart villages and smart farming. India is a country which is blessed to wait to 365 days of sunlight, 147 agroclimatic zones, 15 agroclimatic region. It means that throughout the year we can produce agriculture commodities, and we are blessed with about 400 agriculture commodities. 2,000 varieties are being produced in the country throughout the year. You have to have a digitalized agriculture value chain from farms to profit, farms to table. Adopting technologies like blockchain technology very effectively. Digitalized access to inputs, technology, knowledge, skill, agricultural finance, credit, marketing, and agribusiness management to farmers. Today, farmer has to run from pillar to post. Nothing goes to his doorstep. Digitalized integrated land and water management systems. Government has announced per drop or crop. Land records have been computerized. Land information system is needed. What is available on the ground, what is available above the ground, and what is available below the ground is essential for building up decision support systems to what to grow, where to grow, how to grow, why to grow, and why not to grow. Precision farming. Digitalized farm health information system for reduction of farmers' loss. Large scale application of digital technologies. COVID situation, pandemic. 85% of the disease a human being gets from animal. Coronavirus is one. Integrated farm health management. It is human health, plant health, animal health, soil health, water health, and fish health. This is an area where large scale application of artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data analytics can be deployed. A lot of startups can work in this area to help 14 crore farmers to provide food, to provide a harvested food, and which can be grown in a fertile soil, having a good soil health, having good water health, having a good plant health, having an animal health and fish health. It's very important. Now we also have 3 acts which have come during this 2020. These 3 acts and the 7 measurement projects, dear friends, and also request to the faculty members who are participating in this program, can be the game changer in the country. Indian agriculture can be digitalized. It can facilitate minimum 1 deep agri-tech startups in every gram panchayat to help 14.5 crores operational holders. 85% are small and marginal farmers. This is what, in a nutshell, which I would like to communicate to you. Which are all the digital technologies which a computer science student should know when you would like to get into agriculture sector as a preferred career option? Database technology, big data technology, decision support tools, web technology, IoT, WOT, GIS technology, geographical information system, artificial intelligence, language computing. In India is a country where 22 languages are constitutionally recognized, and we talk about something like more than 19,000 dialects in the country. So, digital inclusion means the people should be in a position to receive information in the dialect in which they can understand, either voice communication, digital voice communication, or digital content. So you have remote sensing technology, 3D printing, very important, blockchain technology, social media technology, cloud computing, TV white space, and mobile technology. Just for me. And here is one example that from farm to, up to the farm gate, in 23 places there are existing as a data points where data can be collected and can be used for big data analytics. Got stuck up? Okay. Let me go back and let me stop share, and then let me share once again. Mr. Vipin?
Yeah, hi. Yeah.
There is some problem. I don't know.
Can you start now?
Just 1 minute. Okay. You know, it is not moving.
Can you press escape once and exit mode, and then you can continue maybe.
Stop sharing, no? Let me stop sharing, then let us go. Here it gets stuck up.
So is it not moving?
Okay. Okay. Okay, let me start from here. And these are all some of the publications which are available where people are interested, they can look into it. And another one thing which I would like to have is that when you go for digital transformation in some of the sectors, the computer science students have to have a comprehensive understanding on GIS. Geography discipline is more important, and this is and path to sustainable development. This is one of the paper which I talked about it, that sustainable development and management of natural resources is the need of the hour. An integrated approach using IT and the geospatial technology in generating knowledge and developing decision support system needs to be implemented. It's a very important area. Paradigm shift in geography. There's an article available. Why is not okay? Some of the slides are not coming. Okay, you know, this is, if it is. Some of the slides are not coming, Mr. Bipin.
Oh, maybe for now you can skip some of them, maybe, or you can.
No, because see, I don't know why. No, it should also move, that.
Yeah, maybe you can skip this resume slideshow and maybe then you can continue. Maybe that is the issue.
Okay. Okay, then, but the continuity will not be there. You have. See, half of the things comes, half of things doesn't come. Okay. Shall I send it to you?
Yeah. Maybe you can send it to me or
Just 1 minute. Okay, because agriculture is important thing. Let me.
or maybe you can close this PPT and then you can reopen it.
What is that?
Maybe you can close this presentation and then you can open this presentation again and then you can check.
It is also not opening that. It got stuck up. Hello.
Is it not opening?
It's not opening. See? What to do?
Maybe what we can do is we can do a second part as part 2. Um, maybe after some time or so that we can
No, but
fix this glitch.
your Zoom is not coming.
Your Zoom is coming, sir. I can see you, but your screen is not visible to me.
Shall I disconnect and come?
So can you click on share screen again and just check it out whether it's. Can you check on clicking on share screen and
Share screen is also not coming.
Okay. Maybe Zoom is problem with some Zoom glitch. Maybe you can disconnect and then you can join again. Can you check, please?
It's coming now. Hello?
Yeah, so your screen is not visible still.
Okay, I don't know. I'm not able to get that, share one. Just 1 minute. Let me, because you are online. Okay. Not able to.
I think we can do one thing, like we can.
Just 1
we
minute.
can-
I will send you the screen. Hello?
yeah.
What is it? Vidyarthi? Tipin?
Yeah,
Hello?
but what we can do is, like, instead of this, because anyhow we have a very little time left. So what we can do is
Then,
we can continue this session after maybe
no,
after some time. Okay.
just 1 minute. Now the thing is that I'm not able to, the slide is not coming. It looks like frozen.
Yeah, sometimes it happens. So
Huh?
let's fix this glitch and then we can continue this session. Yeah. So let me stop live stream and then we can do this.
No, you can stop live and then you can start. Hello?
Yeah.
And then I'll come back. Stop this. Let me come
Sure.
back.
Sure.
Let me come out and then one has to look at it. It's very important. Say the computer science can use agriculture as a use case, work on weather smart, water smart, carbon smart, nitrogen smart, energy smart, and knowledge smart. I will also give a value system. This is, in the fisheries sector, the fish produce value system. You have an upstream inputs, suppliers, seed production, grow out, farming and harvesting, primary processing, secondary processing, and distribution. So this is another sector where that the blockchain technology and the various other digital technologies can facilitate moving from supplier, seed production, grow out, primary processing, secondary processing, distribution, and wholesale retail. Now, digital world is the rise of platform economy. It's based on blockchain, data analysis, artificial intelligence, 3D printing, Internet of Things, automation and robotics, and cloud computing. Being an agrarian economy, digital platform in agriculture economy is very essential. Now, data is the new raw material of digital economy. Data is power. No data means no AI, artificial intelligence solution. Poor data means poor AI solutions. And we have artificial intelligence, AI technique, and GDPR. There's a personal data privacy and a non-personal data privacy and open AI. So the data economy and share economy will be based on the personal data privacy and non-personal data privacy regulations and open APIs. You can see that how data can get monetized, like the agencies like Google and Facebook, Amazon, Alibaba, Uber, Airbnb, and these Rolls-Royce and Mobile, and so on and so forth. That they're all monetizing the data, and this digital economy has that data is the new raw material. This is that, this is, as an artificial intelligence is a form of computer science used to create intelligent machines that can recognize human speech, objects, can learn, plan and solve problems unlike humans. This is another one which I thought that I should bring it out, how the convergence of blockchains with artificial intelligence, IoT, network, IoT platforms and applications, and blockchain platforms, and how the artificial intelligence is now getting converged with the blockchain technology. Government of India has completely deregulated, on February 15th, 2021. And this is very important because the GIS and image processing software are no longer high-priced proprietary software. They have been adopted by open software management. Apps like Google Maps, Compass, photo managers, etc., have turned these devices into very powerful instruments which can be used by citizens to take part in geospatial survey. Talked about the use cases now in quantum computing, artificial intelligence, IoT, machine learning, big data analytics, VR, virtual reality, augmented reality, 5G, all of them use agriculture. Their use case is agriculture. This is what is happening in major technology research and developments taking place in the world. But as far as India is concerned, this is a study which I have undertaken, that we have a lot of issues with respect to farming community. We identified problems and limited access, high level dependency, highly susceptible, hesitant, lack of information content in local language, digital literacy, issues, problem of internet access, and so on and so forth. So one side is the agriculture is becoming use case for major technology research and development, as well as India being an agrarian economy where we have the issues at the grassroots level. This is some of the things that today morning I have hosted and webinar wherein Mr. Sanjay Vidyarthi has talked about that agriculture, the biggest use case of cutting edge technology, and how in quantum computing and big data analytics, IoT, ML, and artificial intelligence, 5G, they are all working use cases in agriculture. In quantum computing, Microsoft is devising new type of fertilizer that can mimic the bacterial process and reduce the amount of methane gas and energy required to produce fertilizers. Big data analytics can be used to have a nationwide crop planning, which will be 10 times bigger than the other applications. IoT and machine learning will facilitate precision farming or smart farming. Artificial intelligence can facilitate yield prediction. And 5G is essential for centralized large-scale precision and smart farming. Let me get into something on micro and small and medium enterprises. Digital transformation is the process of redefining all the business strategies. And these MSMEs, enterprises, are considered as the backbone of our Indian economy. 63 million business units, 3,500 urban clusters, 18,000 rural clusters, contributes about 29% of India's GDP, 40% of exports, employs about 110 million people. And we have to have an MSME ecosystems. And we have to bring in this digital transformations in almost about 3,500 urban clusters and 18,000 rural clusters. What is needed is that a framework. And in various developed countries, they are adopting smarter technologies towards Industrial Revolution 4 and Industrial Revolution 5, using successful manufacturing approaches like inclusion of partners in chains, simple and effective ERP-centric approach, open innovations, adoption of agile methodology, innovation labs for demonstration, multiple stakeholder approach, skill and talent development, and funding of digital transformation. European Union has taken steps to make SME leaders as the artificial intelligence enabled e-leaders. The Cisco report of 2021 talks about that digitalization of small business could contribute about $216 billion to the country's GDP. And small businesses will be planning to employ artificial intelligence and machine learning tools that will automate its communication with customers and will establish supply chain resilience. So it is essential that MSMEs in India should, to have an accelerated digital transformation program, which will pave the India's way for $5 trillion economy. And this is a way forward. In one of the webinar, this has been discussed, that use digitalization and digitalization as an effective means to foster growth of SMEs, document process, design and market of products at disaggregated level, undertake inventory of modern industrial applications of country's resource base, essential for digital transformation, which is more than e-governance applications. Identify viable avenues by reducing the distance to the frontiers of best practices in process, design and market at a disaggregated level. If one SME is doing a product and it has to become a prominent in global arena, and is also the similar product comes from South Korea, we would like to match the best practices. That's why we have to reduce the distance to the frontiers of best practices in process, design and market. Establish institutional mechanism for information dissemination at village and public district level. Promote cluster approach for business to collaborate to compete. And this is essential for this, that 3,500 urban clusters of SMEs and 18,000 rural clusters of SMEs to have digital transformation. In this connection, Shobhit University has got 2 webinar series. One is on doubling farmers' income, that is total digital transformation in the agriculture sector. And another one is on the national webinar series on open source digital technology towards self-reliant economy, self-reliant India, Atmanirbhar Bharat. Each one has crossed about 35 editions, that's 35 plus 35 editions, and all the talks are available in YouTube link in the URL, and you can visit these 2 URL and of the university website, and you will be in a position to get into access to all the talks of the eminent speakers. Another one is very important one, which I was in a position to create this note and sent to the government of India. If you'd like to have a total digital transformation, there is a strategic need for development of digital assets and regulation of data centers in India. Today, the process of sustainable development is not driven by a given country's resource endowments alone. Rather, it is triggered by new factors of production, information, knowledge, skill, technology, research, innovation, and a network. Digital assets could play a pivotal role in dovetailing the above new ingredients of development locally, regionally, and globally. In particular, digital platforms could effectively foster national, sectoral, and incremental innovation systems. The needed digital assets are: 1 email, 1 message platform for both SMS and MMS, multimedia, system, messenger systems, 1 video conferencing platform, and a series of cloud centers across India, centrally managed by the cloud center, providing data storage as a service for India's vibrant demography turning into society 5.0. We need to have India's email, one messaging platform, video conferencing platform, and series of cloud centers to make our youth the vibrant demography, to generate a lot of apps and for making them into the billionaires. Envisions creating digital assets as potential source of wealth creation and as public goods under the PPP business model through the route of seizing opportunities and open innovation and creating value creation networks in the digital world towards self-reliant economy in India. This is very important. There has to be a regulation which will be fair to enable innovations, growth and competitiveness, and facilitate scaling up of smaller platforms, MSMEs, and startups in the country. So this is where the computer science departments of the country, of the higher education institution, can facilitate lot of achievement in creating the digital assets. The country doesn't have its own email software, doesn't have appropriate messaging platforms, doesn't have video stream conferencing platform, and so on and so forth. So in order to bring in, to develop human resources, appropriate human resources, the university has now launched MTech in Informatics and eGovernance programs, and the course structures are available. And those who are interested, you can bring it out. This, you can see that, these talk about, these e-governance in agriculture sector, e-governance in livestock sector, e-governance in fisheries sector, e-governance in tribal sector, e-governance in cooperative sector. I'm very happy that Government of India has, created a Ministry of Cooperation to bring in complete digital transformation in cooperative sector, e-governance in grassroots level development, and e-governance in retail marketing sector, e-governance in education sector, e-governance in industry sector, e-governance in health sector, e-governance in handloom sector, e-governance in handcraft sector, e-governance in insurance sector, e-governance in banking sector. So, and there are a lot of associated, areas have to be taught very effectively. And this is a code structure which has been worked out, and the computer science departments, if they are interested, they can write to the Shobhit University and get those structures. And MTech in Agriculture Informatics, it gives a required ecosystem to facilitate achieving 17 Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations. This also is it's a synergization of digital transformation, digital technology for digital transformation in agricultural sector. We also proposed BTech in Agricultural Informatics and MBA in Agribusiness Management, in complete digital transformation in various subsectors. Another important one is that the digital micro education platform. It's an emergent platform. Every student has got their own potential capabilities to understand. This micro education platform facilitates a micro learning approach for individual students. And this has to be propagated, and computer science discipline has to facilitate that micro education, micro learning approach. This is an artificial intelligence based micro learning approach. This is adaptive learning systems equipped with artificial intelligence. This will facilitate, and this technique is capable enough to address challenges associated with slow learners. And this is for total transformation in digital transformation in education sector through micro education, micro learning approach. So to get back, that is the Digital India talks about 9 pillars: expanding digital infrastructure, increasing technology adoption, growing digital consumption, unprecedented data explosion. This is another book which I would like to recommend. This will be very good for digital transformation. It talks about turning technology into business transformation. Digital transformation includes people, process, and tools. The book talks about in 3 chapters, very effectively building digital capabilities, building leadership capabilities. Back at the office, a leader's playbook for digital transformation. This is available, and those who would like to, teach, they can use this as a case study book. And I also would like to quote that in the Government of India report, it talks about 9 national goals and 30 specific digital themes. These are all essential for digital transformation. It is about 30 specific digital themes. 4 in IT infrastructure and software capabilities, 6 in e-governance for the future, 3 in health for all, 2 in quality education for all, 2 in energy for all, 2 for next generation financial services, and 3 in doubling farmers' income, and 5 in make in digital India, make for work, and 3 for job and skill for all. And also the computer science students can look into the artificial intelligence Indian stack, which is available, the Indian, AI Standardization Committee of Department has published on 2nd September 2020. It talks about information exchange layer, application layer, compute layer, and storage layer, and infrastructure layer. Digital automation, business automation is going to be impacted by robotic process automation. And this is essential for as an important component of digital transformation. And also one has to take into consideration the consent layer and paperless layer and payment layer and authorization layer, authorization layer and identity layer, which is available as a tool, which has to be utilized when you go for digital transformation, which is taking place in financial sector. And as far as the government is concerned, it is coming from, jumping from GovTech 1.0 to GovTech 2.0 to GovTech 3.0. This is the digital transformation pathways that. So in order to facilitate, I was instrumental, and for establishing the centers of excellence for informatics research and development innovations, which will result in digital transformation. I also talked in my talk during this process, and this is essential with respect to undertaking digital transformation in agriculture sector, health sector, and industry sector, especially MSME. And very important, and the computer science discipline has to equip the students of computer science and other disciplines to use these 3 sectors as a case study, as a use case. Agriculture is very important, SMEs are very important, industry 4.0 is emerging, and we have to adopt this technology to have digital transformation in this country under Digital India program of Government of India. So, dear friends, there were some problems during the presentation. I am very happy to talk to you through these faculty development programs of 2 weeks refresher course in computer science, new generation technologies, and we have to facilitate the adoption of new generation technologies, which I mentioned, through centers of excellence in various higher education institutions who teach computer science. The students have to work with various case studies. I talked about agriculture sector. I myself is a computer science student. The MTech Computer Science 1976-78 batch of IIT Chennai. Took a lot of interest in agriculture sector, being born and brought up in rural area, and I thought that I should bring technology back to rural areas. So I took agricultural rural development as my passion, and I wanted to bring in technology. So today it has become as an academic discipline, agricultural informatics as an academic discipline, and health informatics, agricultural informatics is very important in the country. And if you have a health informatics network value chain, comprising human health, plant health, animal health, soil health, and water health, and the soil health, the country need not go for a lockdown when future pandemic situation takes place. So this informatics network value chain will facilitate, and it is a $1 trillion economy, one sector informatics value chain. And so the theme is very important, e-governance to digital transformation, and it is a very important sector. And if these three sectors are digitally transformed, I think the country gets transformed. So thank you very much, Mr. VP. And I'm able to communicate my experience, my pathway, and my travel journey to the participants. And thank you very much for inviting me to participate in this program. Over to you.
Thanks, Professor Moni, but I'm sorry because of technical glitch, we can't take questions direct from YouTube. So participants can ask questions in discussion forum, and then we will forward you, and maybe then you can answer these questions. So also we are running out of time. We really want to ask some questions, but yeah, maybe we can take this offline. But on behalf of the organizing team, OTF, FROST, and Teaching Learning Center, Ramanujan College, University of Delhi, we extend our heartfelt thanks to you, Professor Moni, for taking out time and interacting with our participants. We really hope to have more engagements with you in near future. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Vipin. Thank you. All the best. Thank you.